Andy Stevenson here with the victorious Dara Ward at Cage Warriors 170 after a first round submission over Ben Petches Kelly. Your Cage Warriors, I was going to say your pro debut, it's not your pro debut, Cage Warriors debut. How good does that feel?
Unreal, man, savage. There's been a big build up to this fight. I just built myself up a lot for it. And then kind of in the last week, I've just kind of said to myself, you know what, there's no need to be building yourself up. This is what I was meant to do, this is what I'm training so hard to do. So I stopped building myself up and I kind of just let it all happen. And that's what you've seen in the cage. I seen him in front of me, I seen my opportunity, and I took it. I grabbed it with both hands and I got the win. So I'm happy. Yeah. I'm a very happy man right now.
10 years ago, around this time, 10 years ago, your coach, Philip Mulpeter, got a win. First round stoppage. You're after getting one tonight.
Yeah, that's it. Look, Phil's someone that I've always looked up to, and it's mad because 10 years ago I didn't even know who Phil was, and in the last, I think it was 7-8 years ago, I started training under Phil, and I think I was only training under him about 6-7 months before one of my mates said to me, do you know that lad's a pro fighter? And I was like, is he really? And I started watching his fights and I was like, oh shit, that guy's good. And I started looking up to him then. I was like, fuck, he fought in Cage Warriors, he's a high level guy. And then he started taking me up to Swords, where I started training with Chris. And then I found out that Chris is the Cage Warriors champion before. And I kind of realised in it, as I'm doing it, that I'm training with all these high level guys, and that's just what's kept happening. And for years now I've been training with high level guys. You know, for the last few years I've been training with Taka, I've been training with Ryan, I've been training with Adam Shelley, I've been training with Omran, I've been training with Leon, you know, I've been training with all these guys for the last few years, putting in solid work, and I have always knew this is where I was going to shine, and it's savage to be able to get on the platform now and finally show that this is where my level's at and this is what I'm capable of doing. You
lit up the Irish amateur scene towards the end of your run. Yeah. You had a dominant win in your professional debut at Premier, but was there a bit of added pressure coming in here knowing that this is a Cage Warriors show, you know, going from a regional Irish show to a European show?
Yeah, obviously, you know, it's a big show and it's not as much of a big deal for me, but I think everyone makes it a really big deal. They're like, oh, it's the first one on a big show and it's on Irish soil as well. Like what I was saying, I just try not to build myself up. I know how good I am day in, day out. You know, I know what I'm able to do with the boys in the gym, and that just shows when I get into the cage there. You know, I just don't let any nerves get to me, and I just try to stay on the task at hand, and that's what you've seen out there. That was just me taking care of business, and that's what I intend to keep doing here with Cage Warriors. And fucking, I'm delighted with that performance, to be honest. I'm delighted I get to show the levels that my coaches know I'm at.
You told me after your last win that you're due to be a father very soon. Am I right in saying it's any day now?
Yeah, so she's due on the 17th, my girlfriend Savannah. And yeah, well, there's actually been lots of scares in this fight camp. There's a few times where we thought the baby was coming. There was actually only last night, I had Medway, we were refueling, we were about to go to bed, and we actually got a baby scare. We thought he was coming, only last night. And it cooled down anyways, we were grand, baby wasn't coming, he's still in there, he's still tucked tight. So I can't wait now to just get home, kick back, relax for a while, wait till he's here, meet him and enjoy fatherhood.
Yeah. So what is, I mean, I guess you have a lot going on. But in your fight career, is there a time frame you have in mind where you want to take a little bit of a break, or are you looking to get straight back in?
No, what my coach was just saying to me, and the way we think about it is this is just a snowball effect. Just going to keep going, and I'm going to keep rolling, and the momentum and the support I bring and everything like that is all going to keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. It's all going to keep snowballing, so I intend to just keep going. Obviously there's going to be a little lull with the baby. I don't know what way I'm going to work training around that yet. Obviously it's hard to get up training. I only live down in Monasterevin, so I travel up to KF every few days, you know, so it's going to be hard to travel up in the morning with a baby screaming all night. But I'm going to make my do, and there might be a little lull after this fight, but I'm getting back on it straight away, and I'm getting back to that feeling as soon as I can, because I love this shit. This is what I'm good at doing. This is what I intend to keep doing for as long as I can until I can't do it anymore. So if I'm taking any lulls, it's not what I intend. I want to keep going for as long as I can, as many fights as I can.
Well, look, it was a pleasure to watch you compete tonight. Congratulations. I think there's a lot of big things coming your way in this sport. And all the best with fatherhood. And we'll chat again soon. Appreciate it.
I hope so.